Hey everybody, welcome back to the Carryandcut YouTube channel. If you're new here, I sure do appreciate you stopping by and watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Also, check out our Instagram at Carryandcut and our Patreon at Carryandcut. Really do appreciate all the support from the patrons out there. All the proceeds go directly back to the channel to find new knives and new equipment to make the quality and the content better for you guys. So today, this is another knife from our good buddy Jimmie Crowe. But this thing is definitely pretty tricked out, and I don't really know how much more custom we're going to be able to get with a knife, especially the whole theme that he went going on with this knife right here. So before we get into it, this is the CJRB centros. So this started life out. I'm not even really sure what the whole setup was on it. I know this probably had a satin blade. This is our AR RPM 9 steel. So if you guys aren't familiar with AR RPM 9 steel, it is a budget steel. I'm pretty sure it's you know, trying to replicate something like a D2. I'm not really sure on any of that. I could be lying out of my butt there, but it's a really good entry level powder metal steel. So you're getting, you know, powder metal technology, you know, finer grain structure, ends up being like a tougher, you know, better edge stability, you know, just really good overall budget baseline steel that you can get into for a really good price range. So I'm first going to start out with Jimmie tried to do, this was his first attempt at an acid etch on a blade here, and it actually turned out, you know, really well from what I think. He did a really good job. Even the thumb stud's got the acid etch on it also, and it looks really cool. This blade shape is, you know, really digging this blade shape, and the handle, it just feels really good in the hand. Kind of reminds me of a Kershaw Leak, if I can find that. I just had that darn knife somewhere. Here it is. So, you know, obviously the Leak is going to be way smaller, but you can kind of see the resemblance. And at least I know this is kind of like a Warncliffe-ish blade shape, but they still have like the same kind of, I know this one kind of flies up, but still, it made me think of the Kershaw Leak when I first looked at this knife. But let's go ahead with the elephant in the room with this knife right here is these crazy, well, yeah, plum crazy purple handle scales that we have going on here. So one of Jimmie's friends over in Chicago did this custom artwork on this knife for him. So we went ahead with the, you know, plum crazy purple. Of course, this is going to be a Mopar themed knife. So I imagine he's going to call this one Hemified. So you see that on there. I could probably take the pot clip off there, but these are actually, this is all painted on. And this is, you know, some incredible work. And this other side, we know we pretty much have like all your race sponsors from your Hemi drag cars. And that's pretty cool. So we got the 426 Hemi on there. We got the Fram filters. Not sure what this one right there is. National Hot Rod Association. Yep. Wins. Car Care Products. Got our Champion spark plugs. Got our Krager wheels. Valvoline motor oil. Ooh, Isky cams. That's pretty cool. And we got our Hurst shifter. Can't forget about the Hurst shifter right there. That's pretty sweet. Kind of reminds me of Joe Dirt when he's going through the Car Trader catalog. So pretty cool right there. I just love the sheen that these scales have. That's a really awesome color. And, you know, you got your Super B logo right there too that you see on even some more, you know, nowadays, all the, you know, Dodge Challengers and Chargers, whatever else people have going on. You see these Super Bs on there sometimes. So it's really cool, you know, like a nostalgic blast from the past. So just really awesome. And it's just cool, like, you know, this is something that, you know, brings joy to people. Knives are a good way to do that, and especially be able to express yourself and do what you want to do with your knife. So that's, you know, really cool about the whole customization world. I know a pocket knife's a pocket knife, but it's just like another extension of you. So it's just pretty cool to see. And especially Jimmie, you know, taking it so far and how much joy that it brings him, and even, you know, has brought on to me since the time that I've known him. It's definitely a pretty cool feeling to be able to, you know, handle something like this and just really call it your own and do what you want to do with it. So it's kind of, this is definitely going to be a knife review for this knife, and I'm really just showcasing his friend's work, and I definitely want to have him do a knife for me too here at some point in time in the future. Just have to find the right one, handle material, and you know, exactly what I'm going to do with it. I think I'm going to do with like a, you know, asphalt paving equipment theme or something like that. Put some, you know, Vogala, try to do like a green color like that with some work, and I don't know, it'd be pretty cool. So buddy, if you're watching this, feel free to reach out. I do have your email, but we'll work something out here in the future. But this is the Civivi CJRB centros, like I said. So, you know, CJRB, love the steel, always do a good job in their pocket clips. This is a liner lock knife. Only one means of deployment right there. We do have the dual thumb studs, and this is a reversible pocket clip, so left or right hand carry. We're looking at tip up only. We do have some nice full length steel liners in there, and there is a little bit of weight relief going on there with some holes punched into it, so not too bad to see. We're looking at T8 on the actual pivot right there, T6 on the pocket clip screws, T6 on the body screws. Really nice high flat grind going on this. Awesome. I'm going to call that I don't even know if you're going to call that a drop point. Definitely seems like one, but aggressive blade shape on this thing, and it is going to be wicked, scary sharp. Really do like that. Jimmie puts an excellent edge on all of his knives, and he takes exceptional care of them all. Also, some nice fine jimping up, or not really fine, but coarse jimping up on there on the spine of the knife to keep some good traction. And just a really cool, I just can't get over the color of that purple. I mean, that is just ridiculous. If you guys can actually see that, that's kind of a good shot right there. That is a one pretty color, plum crazy purple. All right, so let's go do some overall measurements of this thing. Break the old roller out here. This is definitely a full-size knife. We are not in millimeters. We are do inches over here on the Carryandcut YouTube channel. So we're looking at over 8 1/4 on the overall length of the blade. Knife actual blade length is coming in at it's a little over 3, a little over 3.5, 3 5/8 of an inch. Sharpened edge is right at 3.5 inches. So that's going to be pretty nice to see. Really do like to have some more sharpened edge, more bang for your buck, if you will. All right, let's go ahead and zero the scale out here. And we're looking at 3.8 ounces. So that's pretty close to, your ounce per inch a lot of people like to see. And let's go do some size comparisons. The only other CJRB knife that I've actually owned is the CJRB Hectare here. And at first, I wasn't the biggest fan of this knife, but it actually has grown on me. I really do like the blade shape. I like the crossbar lock somewhat. Not the best crossbar lock in the world, but it gets the job done. And for the $50 price range, really can't beat it. Really got it for an Easter, themed knife. Really did like the color at the time. But they do have incredible quality. For what you're getting, it's not too bad. So if you guys missed the full review on this one, make sure you go check it out. Only one gripe that I do have is there's just no access for your thumb there. And I don't know if they were just thinking of a reverse flick only on this knife or not, but a lot of people can't pull that off. So if they don't have the dexterity in their fingers, then they're kind of screwed. So let's go with the Benchmade 940. Definitely going to be pretty close in the size on that one. How about the Kansept Egress? We're definitely getting to the same territory right there. Overall blade length is pretty much bang on dead the same. Handle length, pretty much the same. How about our Benchmade Presidio 2? This is a honker of a knife, and we're looking at pretty much right in the same size. Just the overall, footprint is going to be a lot smaller. The blade's not as wide. The handles are definitely not as wide, and it's probably half the weight that this thing is. So this is a tank. Still have yet to do a full review on this knife, but it's going to be coming for too long. So this is a definitely a sweet. How about we just throw the Benchmade bug out up there just for size comparison? And we didn't do the PM2 either. And I left the other PM2 upstairs. But let's go ahead and do the TRM Neutron 2. And I got this PM2. We can show this one off. I just had my tricked out one left it upstairs though. So that's pretty close. PM2 is pretty much right on the money right there. Maybe just a little less handle, a little less blade, but still overall can be pretty close. So Jimmie, really do like this one. Huge fan of the artwork on this thing too. Love what you picked. Love all the little logos. And definitely pretty sweet. Hemified. Awesome. Thing looks pretty cool. Got business side, show side. We got all the cool stuff going on. So with that being said, hope I didn't miss anything, Jimmie. Really do appreciate you sending this over for us. And if you guys would be interested in getting one of these, I will definitely have a link down in the description below. Obviously, it won't be tricked out like this one, but it's still going to be a great knife, regardless of what you do to it. So I really do appreciate you guys watching. Until next time, thanks.